I thought that we had gone over this enough times, but here we go again. Welcome to Safety Update. I am Sam. I am the safety supervisor around here. And yes, we have to talk about aggressive driving again. We have done this a couple times. I've given you my tips for what you should and should not be doing. Basically, you should not be aggressive driving. If someone is ticking you off, you just need to let them go, okay? I've said this many times, okay? But on Thursday, Wednesday, something like that, I got an email late at night from a fellow driver, well, first off, I got an email from some people in the office there saying that, hey, heads up, there might be some story coming out about one of our trailers and one of our owner-operators being a little aggressive in the Houston area. And then they said, okay, well, we'll keep an eye out for it. And then later that night, I got an email from one of our drivers saying, hey, I just saw you guys on the news, okay? As a safety person, that is a phrase I do not need to hear is, hey man, just saw you guys on the news. Unless it's like hero truck driver saves a bus full of nuns, I really don't care to see us on the news. But here we are. So we're going to take a look at it because I don't have the ability to download it or anything like that because it's not my video. So I'm just going to point it at the screen and we'll just watch a little clip of it. If you want to see it, you can Google it or go on Facebook or whatever. I don't even need to put a link or anything for it. You can find it if you want. Happened down in Houston, Texas. But we're going to take a look at it on my screen.
Oh, this guy lost control.
A near miss on the North Beltway at 249. Cameron Kaplan Smith and his wife witnessing what they thought was an equipment failure.
I really thought that he had just lost his brakes and was out of control because he was heading straight for the wall.
Until they got home and checked the video from the rear camera inside their Jeep.
He was doing his darndest to try and hit this white truck.
The rear view shows a pickup hauling a trailer cutting off the 18-wheeler. The truck driver's response putting many lives at risk. He says drivers should be better.
You are risking everybody's life on the road. Take a deep breath, slow down, calm down, and decide today I'm not going to get aggressive. I'm just going to let it go. It's not worth it. It just isn't worth it.
I don't know who that guy is on there. I haven't talked to the guy. The guy that you saw was the guy who recorded the dash cam on his personal vehicle. That's one thing that drivers, you guys got to understand. A lot of cars now have dash cams in there, in their cars. It's not just us anymore. It's not just the semi trucks. A lot of cars have dash cams. And so they're seeing a lot of this aggressive driving as well. And this guy recorded his aggressive driving. Did you catch that in there too? He literally thought our truck, or that the truck, it's an owner operator, but that the truck lost its brakes because he was being so aggressive. Like he literally thought the guy was crashing, but then he found out actually this guy's just ticked off at the other guy and he's trying to run him into the Jersey barrier. Okay? I don't know in what world you're in, but that is not okay. Like that is absurdly aggressive to do. If you saw, I get it. Okay, here's the deal. That pickup truck, he was aggressive too. I'm not giving him a pass, but you guys are the ones that put millions of miles. You've driven millions of miles here. That pickup truck driver, I'm guessing he's just a local Houston guy that just, he's probably pulling his lawnmowers behind his truck, to go cut, Bertha's lawn up on, wherever. I don't care. Okay. And I get it. He's kind of swerved into us, made an aggressive move. Yep. I've seen that. I've seen other vehicles do that. But when our vehicle pulls out and goes up and then swerves back into him, completely unnecessary. What should have happened is if that semi or that pickup truck swerved into us and that semi truck guy goes, whoa, that guy's not happy with me. He's being pretty aggressive. He's probably honking pretty loudly too. I'm going to get away from that guy, because that's what you should be doing. Okay? You should be saying, that guy is going to get me in trouble, so I'm going to get away from him. And how do you do that? Just back it down. I think that guy in the video is a safety guy, because I think I've said everything that he has said as far as like slowing down, getting away. You're just too aggressive. Just back her down a notch. Okay? And I'm sorry if I'm coming off a little, loud in this one. And I know a lot of you guys are doing that. I know a lot of you guys aren't being aggressive behind the wheel. But when I get, not woken up, but when I get an email at 11:30 at night saying, you guys are on the news, yeah, it kind of ticks me off a little bit. Okay? Especially when it's something that we have talked about. And it's something that you shouldn't be doing out there. We've talked about this. You're never going to win in this situation, okay? The only thing that this situation could do is make you lose. If a guy or another vehicle is just ticking you off, the only thing that can happen in that situation is you get into trouble. Whether it be, getting to come in and see me in the safety office for a little bit of coaching, makes you lose half a day in revenue and miles and all that stuff, or you get fired, or what would happen if that guy would have actually made contact with that pickup truck and actually put him into the barrier? What do you think would have happened then? He would be led away in handcuffs probably for attempted vehicular manslaughter. I mean, I'm not trying to be dramatic here, guys, but this is the world that we are in right now. Have you ever heard of a nuclear verdict? Okay, if you haven't, it's becoming quite common now in the trucking industry, where a semi-truck gets involved with a regular car, a jury goes after the big bad trucking company, and all of a sudden, because of something like this, we got to pay $50 million. And I know you're thinking, wow, $50 million, that's quite a bit. It's actually higher now. There was just a car the other day, well, I shouldn't say the other day, but the verdict just came down. The other day, a car crashed into a Wabash trailer, and now Wabash is on the hook for, I think it's like $400 million. Okay? They're not even nuclear verdicts anymore. They're thermonuclear verdicts. This is what I'm trying to avoid. Okay? This is why I preach safety. Be safe out there. Don't be aggressive. Don't let these guys, these other car drivers, get to you. Okay? It's not worth it. Slow down. Let them go. Live to fight another day. All right? Can we all take a breath here now? Sorry. This one just bugged me. I'm not going to lie. This one bugged me because, and in talking with the driver, he said, there's always two sides of the story. I get it. I'm not a moron. I wasn't born yesterday. There's always going to be two sides of the story. But he's like, well, you should look at my dash cam and see what the guy was doing. I said, I saw the video that ABC ran on their nightly news. Okay? Don't really need to review the dash cam on this one. I saw what 1 million people in Houston saw. Last I checked, this video on Facebook, this video's got 175,000 plays, okay? It's got 341 comments and 2,000 smiley faces, thumbs up, whatever, okay? This has been seen. And here's the other thing, guys, and ladies, whatever. Did you notice the name on the truck? It was an owner-operator. Did you see the name on the truck? No, you didn't, did you? Because it was pretty small. Did you see the name on the trailer? You did. You know who else saw the name on the trailer? Everybody else watching this video. When you're out on the road, you are representing Meiborg, okay? You're not representing you. You're not representing, even if you're an owner-operator, nobody knows your trucking company. They see the big black Meiborg trailer being pulled behind you. Now, we have 175,000 people that potentially, in the Houston area, that potentially are going, yeah, that Meiborg company, yeah, they got some anger issues over there. That's not what I want. That's not what any of us want. You gotta be careful with your aggressive driving. If someone is making you upset out on the road, back it down. Do not retaliate. I cannot stress that enough because, like I said before, if you retaliate, nobody wins, especially you. Okay? All right. So that's the dash cam that we're watching for today too. So that's all I got, guys. If you have questions, comments, concerns, anything, feel free to call me. If you're having a bad day out there and you're going, man, things are just ticking me off left and right, call me. Okay? Just call me. We can talk about, now that football's back, we can talk about football. You know, I like to think of myself as a pretty well-rounded guy. I can talk to you about Shakespeare if you want. I can ask you a lot of questions at least. But man, do not let your emotions get the best of you. And I get it. Trust me, I get it. I drive out there too. People do some crazy stuff and it just ticks you off. I get it. I talk to every driver out on the road, you know, when I'm driving my vehicle going, whoa, look at this idiot, look at this moron. But the one thing I don't do is I don't go after them, okay? You can have those thoughts, just don't act on them, all right? If you're feeling aggressive, whatever, call me, okay? Let's relax a little bit. Let's calm it down. So again, nobody wins in a situation like that, all right? My contact information is at the bottom. Feel free to reach out. Yeah, I don't want to see this again, guys. I don't want to be on the news unless, like I said, you're pulling orphans out of the river, you know, and saving the town. That's what I want to hear, okay? I don't want to see us cutting across 3 lanes of traffic, all right? So with everybody out there, guys, I say this and I say this and I say this because I mean it. Make sure that when you're out there that you drive safe.